The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 5. Here's Pollard again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now with a first down pickup of 8. The Titans at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1,
his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons. You talk about this Titan defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Now 2nd and 9. Running left is Edwards. He can't get it down. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. This defense for the Titans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Rodgers. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, right around the 18-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Second and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Throwing now is Rodgers. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 37. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. play action. Now Rodgers. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Working from the gun. Here's Levis. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
The Titans made it a priority to improve their receiving core this offseason, and the addition of Tyler Boyd certainly helps with that, as you saw there with that catch. One of the most reliable slot receivers in the league, and they're hoping that trend continues in Nashville.
Rolling to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. And that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. To about the 26 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5. Rodgers going to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A first catch there for Wilson and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw is Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Now Rodgers. And a completion to Wilson. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Now it's Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be Will, because Will Levis in trouble. Down he goes.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Levis looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Titans. Tyler Boyd, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from drawing level. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown score or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive. As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
On third down, here's Edwards. And Edwards trying to push forward, but unsuccessful. They stop him short of the marker. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Rodgers now to throw. He finds Wilson. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now another timeout here called by the Titans, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him out to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half...
This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 59 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Flushed out right. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jamal Agnew from 8 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Zerline good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Pollard will take it up the gut.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Levis back to throw. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Pollard gets it off the option.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Sharp run there by Pollard, and that's something Titans fans are expecting to see a lot of as the season unfolds. The Memphis native, back in his home state, eclipsed 1,000-yard mark in each of his last 2 seasons with Dallas and Tennessee. They're hoping he makes it 3 straight by the year's end.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Levis to throw once more. Swinging this out for Pollard.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Tony Pollard from 17 yards out. And the Titans have cut it back within a score.
Folk connects on the extra point, and it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
This 2nd and 4.
They run once more with Edwards. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Here's Rodgers to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 35, here's second down and 2. Levis now off of play action.
Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
The Titans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Well, he's certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd and 6. Levis sets up to throw here. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan.
Here's Levis.
He completes it to Boyd.
Down inside the 10.
Touchdown, Titans. Tyler Boyd, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Titans have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point up and good by Folk. That will make this a 4-point game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
He may go.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Full connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Second and a couple.
On play action, Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Now Rodgers going to shift him around.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right.
This one finds Wilson downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 40 yards. Here's Rodgers. Flush to his right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Touchdown!
Mike Williams
from 8 yards out.
And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
This is caught. It's Boyd. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Levis And Levis tosses his third interception of the game. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 33. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. This is 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. And this is caught by Williams. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one. To throw is Rodgers. Well, I took a real chance with that one, but it's incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it. That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down. Rodgers to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Now Rodgers. That's pulled in by Wilson. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Levis takes a knee here, and that should just about do it. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory. And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because a game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory. So for the Titans, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.